Welcome to my English video presentation on Module 1, Imagination. So, what is imagination? Imagination, very simply, is the human ability to perceive something that does not exist in your mind. However, imagination can stretch from just being a small thought all the way to creating a brand new fictional world. Imagination can be split into two main forms: synthetic and creative. Synthetic imagination is the reimagination of old concepts and ideas. On the other hand, creative imagination is the creation of original ideas without the need of any source of inspiration. Ideas stemming from creative imagination also do not need to be scientifically correct in order to exist. Next, how has this module changed my beliefs and understandings of imagination? Through analyzing extracts like the one from Julian Barnes' book, A History of the World in 10.5 chapters, my understanding of imagination has developed greatly within this term. Before going through this module, I thought that imagination was just thinking of something that was out of the ordinary. Through this module, I was able to learn about imagination that takes a look at something that is already known, such as an event in history, but in a different perspective. Next, what key concepts have I taken away from this module? Firstly, imagination does not always have to be fully original. It can also use a real event or sometimes other fictional stories as inspiration. While the mind often likes to think of something new from scratch, it also likes to take something and see how it can be done differently. Secondly, imagination is the main driver of fiction writing. Fiction writing is very extensive, but the one common factor in all fictional works is that the writer makes use of imagination to craft their story, whether it be reimagining an event or building an entirely new fictional world. Finally, how will I be using imagination in the months and years ahead? I expect to use imagination quite extensively in the coming few years. As the IBDP requires much creativity in the work and projects that we have to complete, it will be important that I come up with fresh new ideas to deal with them. For example, in a science project, once I draw my conclusion, I must use imagination to come up with ways that my conclusion can be used to better the world.
Created using Powtoon.